We're going to look at preparing the schedule of cash receipts. So here we can see our sales, and we're going to be doing it for October, November, December. But because sales are on credit, some are going to be collected. Some of the August sales are going to be collected in October. Some of the September sales collected in October. So we've got to analyze the timing of our August and September receipts as well. So even though these are the 3 months that we're doing, I've added columns for these because we're going to look at the timing of the collections of those sales. Because we're told the sales are 30% cash and 70% credit. So we can calculate August 2,975,000 times 30%. So 892,500 are the cash sales for the month of August. And then the 2,975,000 times 70% would give us the credit sales. And I'm just going to copy that over. And so we can get the breakdown. 30% cash for each month, 70% credit. So we know that the cash is being collected in the month. Okay. And then the credit sales. So we can look at the credit sales. So we can see 60% is collected in this month. So if we take our credit sales and multiply it by the 60%, that tells us the amount collected in this month. I'm going to copy that over to get 60% of the credit sales being collected in the same month. So we will collect 30% of the sales 1 month after the sale. Okay, so 30% of the August sales were collected in September. Okay. 30% of the September sales were collected in October. Okay. And then, and I'm saying 30% of the credit sales, I don't know if I said that correctly. So then in November, we'll collect 30% of October sales. And then same for December. November sales times 30%. Okay. So then we got to look at 10% of the credit sales are collected 2 months after the sale. Okay. So August, 10% of August sales are going to be collected 2 months after August. So 2 months after August is October. So in October, we're going to collect 10% of August sales. In November, we're going to collect 10% of September sales. And then in December, we're going to collect 10% of October's, and again, credit sales. All right. Okay. So here we can see the total cash collected in my little schedule that I've done here. Okay. So you're going to need to kind of do some work before you do it on MBC, and then you can drop it in on MBC. So we just want it for October, November, December. So we want the credit sales for October. I'm sorry, the cash sales for October, November, and December. I'm going to drop in. And then we want of the current month's credit sales. We want the cash collected from the current month's credit sales. So the credit sales this month for October, right? October, that was 1,562,400. I guess I should label these. It'll be easier to see where I'm pulling the numbers. Okay. And then the current month's credit sales for November is the 1,423,800. The current month's credit sales for December, $2,079,000. Okay. And then the credit sales from last month for October, $656,250. November, $781,200. December, $711,900. And then 2 months prior credit sales. Okay, so that would be the credit sales from 2 months ago, the 10% from August, the 10% from September, 10% from October. So the 2 months prior credit sales, $208,250, $218,750, and $260,400. So that's how it would look on the actual schedule.